prophetic weirdo, do not look at my unshaved legs, okay? But I was trying to do a tarot reading, collective reading. Oh, did I say the prophetic weirdo? The prophetic weirdo here. I was doing a 4-card spread, which the first card 1, is the 9 of Wands, which is the overall energy. And then card 2, which is the 5 of Wands, how your energy is impacting your thoughts. Card 3, which is the 4 of Pentacles, and I'm also using the Soul Cats Tarot. It's new. I purchased it months ago, but I'm barely using it. This is my second time using it. We continue to the 4th card, which is the Knight of Wands, and that's how your energy is including itself in your actions. And I was saying that the 9 of Wands, if you see a depiction of he looks like he's beaten up. He's like, he has one eye closed, like he got smacked in the eye or scratched in the eye. He's been through a lot, I guess you could say. That's the overall energy, right? And before I started shuffling and everything, when I was recording in my camera before it rudely turned off, I was saying like I feel good. I was like, I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel good. Even though I'm crippled right now, I don't know, I just feel really good because I painted my hair how I always wanted to paint it. I don't know if you could tell, but I go. It looks kind of pink, but I want it purple. My favorite color is purple. So I did that. I'm excited how it looks when I style it, you know, how I usually style it. This is usually how I style it, but right now it's really dry. I usually put on leave-in conditioner so it doesn't look so dry. Anyway, so I want to read the 9 of Wands for you. Let's see. We all have our wounds, battle scars, and war stories. None of us walk this world without experiencing pain. For some, the battle leaves obvious marks, but for others, all the scars are on the inside, which is a great reminder to never judge another person's pain by the way they look when they present themselves to the world. So this is the guidance part, so it's like 3 little parts. This is the guidance, and this is the protection. So I'm gonna read all 3 of them. The guidance part says, we all have a past. There isn't anything special about it. We all trade stories and tell tales. However, this is not what defines who you are now. Your right now self deserves to be seen and given space to shine. Where you have come from does not dictate the terms of what you experience in here and the now. Despite what you may have Despite what may have happened to you in the past, the present version of you deserves success, joy, love, and wealth. This moment, the one you have made it to, is a gift. So open it and allow yourself to celebrate being here and now. The protection part says it can be hard to walk out of the shadow of the past and leave the wounded identity behind. The problem is, if you continue telling the same old story, you are going to keep creating it over and over again. You will speak into being all the same energy and emotions. You will set up the conditions to act the same way you always have. It is fine if that is what you want, but if it's not, it might just be time to let go. It might just be time to let go the past. No, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. It might just be time to let the past go. I don't know why that was so hard. That is so crazy because I think I had it all wrong of the whole healing process. You know, when you let go of things and try to let go of things and, you know, try to move on. I was struggling a lot in that because I was like, how do I do it? And then everybody would say, you know, like, oh, sit in your feelings, you know, sit with yourself. You know, go within yourself, you know, like the whole dark night of the soul and stuff like that. And I feel like I went through it, but then I started hearing another tarot reading, another tarot reader, quote from Mystical Moments. This is a mystical moment. She started saying, listening to sad music and crying and reliving your past situations is not healing. Clearly it makes you sad, so, it's best not to wallow and sit in that energy, that wounded, like the wounded warrior. It's not good to stay in that victim wounded, mentality, because then you could tend to stay there. And you gotta think about it in the quantum physics way. Your thoughts create, reality. And I started thinking, like, I started getting a download when this tarot reader was saying this, when Courtney was saying this. So if you keep, you're like doing the most, right? Well, I was doing the most. I was working. I'm a single mother of two. I was trying to go out and have fun. I was trying to do things that I wanted to do, distract myself, and try to be happy. But then at night when I was alone, I would sit in my sadness and start thinking about the past, and then start crying, and then start wallowing, and then it was just like a pattern. It was like a cycling pattern that it wasn't getting me anywhere. I felt it wasn't getting me anywhere, or I feel like it wasn't getting me anywhere. So I'm gonna try to do things differently. When I do feel like crying, or feel sad, or feel like wallowing for too long, I'm gonna try to, like, just distract myself, or just, do something different. Don't listen to music that reminds me or makes me sad, or that brings me into that energy. 11 minutes in. Damn it. So we're gonna see the 5 of Wands. And I think this is exactly what I was explaining. How the energy, how this 9 of Wands energy is impacting your thoughts. And that's the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands basically creates chaos, creates fights, creates unnecessary fights, unnecessary arguments. Yeah, let me just read this because it kind of goes along with what I was just speaking about. The whole wallowing and letting go of the past, and actually, like I was saying, the quantum physics. Like if you think of quantum physics, when if you're the type of person that believes, your thoughts create realities. Imagine you're distracted. You're trying to well, for example, me. I'm distracted. I'm trying to do work. I'm trying to do family. I'm trying to do friends. I'm trying to date, work. Trying to do stuff for myself, just for myself. And then like you start creating a reality, right? You start waving or weaving a reality, right? And then like I said, like at the end of the day, at night, when I was alone, when I was by myself, when I was just before going to sleep, that sadness that starts to sink in, you start to break that reality, you break that like it's just, but I guess it's what's necessary sometimes to weave and break things, because how they that saying, when God gives you what you need at the time that you need it, in moment in time that you need it. If it was any sooner, you probably would have maybe sabotage it, and if it came too late, you probably would have not take the opportunity, or what am I explaining myself? It's just, it comes at the right time, at the right moment that it's supposed to, not when you want to. But the 5 of Wands, anyways, that's what I was trying to say. Like when you start creating, when you start creating scenarios in your head, like, oh, I'm never gonna find anybody. I can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? Like you start creating that reality. It's just, you gotta be careful with your thoughts, because the 5 of Wands could impact your energy. The 9 of Wands, your past, your scars, your traumas, or whatever could impact your thoughts, obviously. And that's what the 5 of Wands is. That's what the energy is. The 9 of Wands is creating the 5 of Wands, right, with your thoughts. So it says, when distraction hits, prepare to move fast. Otherwise, you might burn your tail. All it takes is a slip of the mind for all chaos to break loose. Thoughts create actions, and the actions you have just created are anything but enjoyable. This means you now have a choice to make. Either pivot fast and grab a fire extinguisher or get burned. Remember, what happens next all depends on the actions you take. Read the guidance part. This soul cat knows that sometimes stuff happens. Things don't go together the way you had hoped they would. And now those things look kind of bad. Truth is, this is just a temporary setback. One that can be easily contained and turned around with focus and intentional action. Just because everything looks like it's on fire doesn't mean it is. Stay calm and take a breath and really think hard about your next move. Protection. Sometimes things have to go horribly wrong in order for you to see that you need to move. Just like your soul cat. Just like our soul cat. You need a fire under you to make you take action. It was really kind of a shame that you have to wait until your pants are on fire to get the message. But hey, luckily for you, those soul cats are all too happy to strike a match and send you forth into action. So the third card is how the Nine of Wands energy is impacting your feelings, right? Yes. It might look like you feel like you need to save money or hold on tightly to your money or hold on tightly to your coins or material, or just hold back. Maybe you're just holding back, or you feel like you need to hold back, right? Four of Pentacles. This soul cat is giving Hedgy some serious side-eye. Hedgy, Hedgy, right? Hedgy. Some serious side-eye, as he looks like he is trying to take the soul cat's pentacles. Oh, the hedgehog. He's called Hedgy. I see it. He's down here in the picture. Is trying to take the soul cat's pentacles. This soul cat, however, is not giving up what he worked so hard to achieve. Oh no, this cat is holding on for dear life, claws curled into the ground to make sure the pentacles are secure. The fur might fly if Hedgy persists with the tugging. Guidance. There is a time and place to hold on to what you have. The bigger questions is if now is one of those times when things start going right and money starts to flow. It can be normal to want to hold on to every last coin. However, abundant energy needs to flow. There needs to be something that goes out in order to keep the flow coming in. Perhaps Hedgy could have one of the coins that would still leave with more than enough. Would still leave you with more than enough. Protection. Sometimes it is wise to sit on your resources for a bit and allow yourself to soak in the energy of having enough. This allows you to assess what comes next with a clear head and open heart. Just understand this is not a forever state of being. At some point, you will have to release some of the coins, or all of, or all you have right now is all you will have moving forward. By all means, bask in your pentacles, but when the time for flow comes knocking at your door, let Haji have his coin. So you might be feeling like you have to hold on to your coin, like you have to be very careful what you're spending, or you're just not letting go of something. And then last but not least, we have the Knight of Wands. That is how how the energy is impacting, or yeah, how is impacting your actions. Okay. And we have the Knight of Wands. Look pretty promising. It says, the best part about fire is that it will illuminate places along the path that are darker than the others. These are places you would not normally go, as you would stumble and fall trying to find safe places to put your feet. Now you can raise your wand and allow this soul cat to guide you. It is time to stray from the path of the known and onto the path of adventure. Adventure. Guidance. Things move quickly when this knight crosses your path. Energy is enhanced. The quantum field is quickened. And everywhere you turn, action is taking place. This is a busy time, and the fire inside you is burning with desire. Use this fire to finish all the things you have been delaying. Burn away procrastination, and harness the productive force that has wandered into your life. I'm going to read the protection part. This sort of fast-paced action can be overwhelming for the unprepared, so much it can cause one to stop doing anything at all. The Knight of Wands would like to offer a different approach, one that would allow you to leverage the energy they are offering in a way that won't have you in a state of anxiety. First, just breathe, then just breathe. Then pick only one thing on your to-do list, just one. Focus only on that one until it is complete. Then move on to the next item. This soul cat knows that sometimes speeding up actually slows things down, right? Trying to do too many things at once. And I think I said that I was doing that I was doing too many things at once, you know. Work, single mom, family, friends, work, you know, myself, and things that I need to do, other responsibilities, you know, around the house. You know, having to go out in my car, you know, whatever. Right? And then I did have these two cards, right, which I did like at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups and Queen of Wands. And I feel like this Page of Cups is either you wanting to pursue either a romantic or a platonic relationship. And you're feeling really confident with the Queen of Wands here. I did want to clarify, but I feel like I clarified the messages enough, you know, to where it makes sense, you know, right? But yeah, I feel like, yeah, we've all been through it. I've been through it, I'm going through it. You know, I'm sure there's many out there that are going through it, you know. Going through what? I don't know what specific, but there's scars, there's battle wounds, you know. Just like this cat depicts here. You know, and this is the, you know, the light under your tail. And the Four of Pentacles, feeling like you need to maybe harbor feelings, coins, you know, yourself, your resources. But I feel that's kind of going to change, or should change. Maybe you feel like you need to save money for this new adventure, right? Maybe. Like I said, I did see the page of Cups there with the Queen of Wands, right? Like feeling this sense of either romantic or platonic relationship, you know, friendship, or just wanting to offer emotions to someone, or someone wants to offer emotions to you. And for some reason, there is a lot of confidence behind that, trying to pursue, right? I think that's like the pursuing. That's what the Page of Cups is, the pursuing, I believe. So, not saying that it has to be that, like a romantic or sense of pouring out of emotions, but there is a sense of the wounded warrior, staying in his thoughts. And there's probably been something that happened that had to make you kind of like click, or to have an idea, or something clicked, or something changed, something, a fire was set under your butt, under you, to make you move or do something. And I think that's why the Four of Pentacles is here. You feel like you need to save money for this new adventure that you're probably wanting to pursue, or this, you know, and just like I said about the Knight of Wands, right? What I said about it. Taking action is taking place. Also said that, you know, yeah, like I said, like and this, I was just talking about this, about that. I most likely have to take a different approach to the whole letting go and healing, you know, instead of wallowing and staying in sadness and this energy of victim mentality, or wounded warrior mentality. And I probably had to, you know, just kind of change that a little bit, you know, try something different. And you know, this is probably it, you know, just stop procrastinating, do if there's too many things to do one thing at a time. You know, it might get busy. It says it might be busy time. You know, you probably decided to switch this change at a time where, you know, it's not that it's not convenient, but it's just gonna add on to, you know, the things to do, right? So just take it one step at a time, one day at a time. You know, have like a list of things that you need to do, or you need to do every day, or you need to do every week. You know, dedicate one day, you know, one day to yourself, one day to, you know, or just, or, you know, a couple of hours to yourself. And, you know, there's 24 hours in a day, so 8 hours you work, and you have the rest to, you know, do the things that you need to do. They always say, you know, time is precious, time is valuable. So yeah, I hope that message resonates, and if it did, I hope it brings you some kind of guidance. Obviously this is all for entertainment purposes, you know. You should always use your discernment. You know, if something says one thing and you feel another, then don't make it fit. You know, just because it has your sign, or you watched because, you know, the title, or because of my hair, or whatever. You know what I mean? If it doesn't resonate, do not take it to, don't take it for face value. You know what I mean? If you're not feeling like the Nine of Wands, like the wounded warrior, you know, like, you know, you just came out of something like this cat, you know, with one eye open only, and probably, you know, was in a battle. Anyway, I should probably show you this. This is the Soul Cat's Tarot. Oh my god, I probably missed it. Looks still kind of bleached there, but I don't know, something different. I never did anything like, it's been years since I've done something to my hair. I think I dyed my hair all black, because this right here is my natural hair color. This is not. But before, I think in elementary, yeah, in elementary, I dyed it all black, and then the tips they bleached it and did like a blue color, and then went to green, and then it went to yellow, and then it went to the bleach. And then ever since then, I never did anything to it again. But like I was saying in the other video, it was actually wet when I started. But usually when I style it, I put like leave-in conditioner, and it doesn't look so dry and frizzy, so don't worry about the hair. So yeah, I hope y'all like that message. If y'all do, please give it a like, thumbs up. Comment down below what y'all think.